Good morning, stamping friends. This is Jenny from Celebrate the Journey, and I'm joining you for Cards and Coffee this morning. Let me get my screen large enough for everybody to see, for me to see. I can't, when it's tiny, I have a hard time seeing it. So, Cards and Coffee, grab a cup of coffee and we're going to make a quick little card. Last night I mentioned that we sometimes forget that we can stamp on our designer series paper. So today we're going to stamp on wood grain designer series paper. This is the In Good Taste designer series paper. That's looks like wood, tile, fabric. It's really some of my favorite. I actually need another pack. I don't have very much left. So we're going to stamp on our wood grain paper, and it's kind of fun. And we're going to stamp on some other paper too. So I have not used this set because I don't know why. We got it free as a gift from Stampin' Up, and I guess I wanted to play with the other stuff first. But this is one of those sets you can just stamp, leave plain, you can color it, you can do lots of things with it. Especially if you like coloring with blends and Copics, this is the set that you would enjoy. Sentiments, you're in my thoughts. Sometimes the most productive thing you can do is relax. You're always so good to others, be good to yourself too. So nice sentiments. You can even just do the image without a sentiment. It could still change it to happy birthday or whatever you want to do. So we're going to do a little paper piecing and a little stamping. So let's get started. I realized I needed a one more piece of white. I think that, yeah, that will work. We're going to do this one for Cards and Coffee. We're going to have a cup of coffee here. So we're going to stamp up this image, ink this up, of the lady looking out the window. Oh, I've seen so many pretty things made with this set, so I think I'm going to stamp some up just to have while I'm watching TV or something like that, so that I keep my hands busy instead of eating popcorn or whatever else might tempt me. Now, oh, that came out well. So we're just going to put her to the side. Now we're going to paper piece her clothes. We're going to use this for her shirt, and I just went through my scraps of designer series paper and picked out some things that kind of went together. This is going to be her pants. So you don't really have to use the whole stamp image, as long as you just get the part you need. I think that's not very dark. Let's see if I can't ink that up a little better. Oh, just push harder. This might be a good Stamparatus one if you wanted to make sure your colors are nice and strong. This is her pants here. That's pretty good. I think that's all we need here for right now. We'll come back and use that stamp again. Now, we'll go ahead and we need to do a little bit of coloring here. We want to do her skin, her hair, the pillows. Oh, and her coffee cup. So, now that we have the new skin tone blends, you have lots of options on the color of the person's skin that you're doing. Or those blends work great for animals too, like dogs or cats, or that cute little otter would be fun. I'm going to do her little barrette here in Just Jade. And let's see, I chose out of the new skin tones the 700, I think. Let's check and see if that's the one I want. Oh, that's kind of pink. Let's try 800. I need to make my chart. That's a little lighter. We'll give her a little pink, but not too. With blends and Copics, you want to stay away. Let it bleed into the edge if you can. If you start coloring right on the ink, sometimes it will smear or bleed. You want to stay away from that. A little bit of skin showing here. Okay. That was pretty easy. I think her mug, we're gonna do Calypso Coral, one of my favorites. And I didn't realize there were 2 pillows here, so I'm gonna pick another color. I was gonna do Bermuda Bay for one pillow. Wonder what other color I could use. You know, I like bright colors, but this is more of a restful card. Peaceful. Let's see. Oh, maybe a pale lavender. Let's see what Highland Heather might look like. Okay. I'll put that pillow. That would be pretty, wouldn't it? To have in your house. Now we're going to do a little fussy cutting. Now if you don't like fussy cutting, then you're going to want to do this just directly on the paper. But this one's not too hard, I don't think. I need to go back and color some of her hair there. I missed a little bit. tricky part here is in her, between her arm and leg. You do have to work on that a little bit, but I'll show you a way that it doesn't really make it too hard. And it's best to stay a little away from the black so that you keep your border there. I've always liked paper piecing. Remember, the dancing girl was probably my favorite. Now this actually, see, is the window behind her. We're going to paper piece her pants so we can cut her right here, and it won't, the paper will cover it up. Just a little bit. There. You can hardly see that cut anyway as it is. Now we need a little more yellow on her hair right here. You could have brown hair, black hair, all kinds of choices. So let's get our 2 other pieces. So we're going to cut just her shirt. And her hair kind of goes on to that shirt, so it looks like it intends to when you put it on there. And now her shirt goes. Now see how the hair just kind of blends right on the end. I was worried that it wouldn't. Maybe it's kind of an illusion. You know it's there, so. It works out that way. If you wanted to get fancy, you could color on this DSP and darken the pockets, but I think I just leave well enough alone. Okay, now we're going to glue down the pants first because her arm comes over on that, on her knee. So we'll just smear some. We'll go ahead and do this one too. A little bit of Tombow. Now the paper piecing just gives the clothes a little more illusion that there really are a pair of pants and shirts, and you just didn't color it with markers. Now if this bothers you that white is showing, you can always take a black marker and finish it, or just do a little more trimming. think I have my black here. I don't know if it bothers me, but we'll see. We just take it and run it on the edge. That does give it a nice finish, doesn't it? Just kind of soaks into the edge of your image. I think I could do a little all the way around here. Make sure I don't get ink on my fingers. Mess that up. Oh, that looks so much better. I'm not really on the top of the paper, I'm just at the cut edge, so it bleeds onto the back. All right, now we're ready to do a little stamping on our DSP. Let's line this up nice. I'm gonna put a piece of tape on that, just so I can kind of keep it straight. I don't know, lately I've had problems with straight stamping. Oh, so many crooked sentiments. It's awful. Let's try this. Looks a little down slopey. That's better. Okay, let's ink it up good. This does not, Designer Series paper does not have the nice finish of basic white. So it's real important that you try to get the ink on there as dark as you can. Now we're going to stamp our girl, lady. Do you think we could stamp her on the horizon, and then she'd be looking out over the beach? Or might need to try that too. Okay, so now we want the windows to look like windows, and we're going to use some blue Seaside to just kind of watercolor the window panes. They doesn't have to be all filled in. You just want it, the illusion of the glass. I forgot I wanted to do the window sashes. I think I want those in a brown color. Let's see what this, I don't know. We'll try that. It's just a light tan. Yeah. It's kind of hard to guess what it would look like on brown paper, and I like that. Are you a standing stamper or a sitting stamper? I stand. I find that if I sit, I can't see the work area quite as well. We can do that a little darker. But it could be that my desk is at the wrong height. I don't know. But I like standing, so. All right. So we're ready here. We're going to do some layering. We're going to mount this on basic black. You see, blends will bleed through, so you always have a paper behind your work surface so you don't stain your desk or work area. And since we used Bermuda Bay, I wanted this to go on a Bermuda Bay card base. She's a little crooked, but I'm not going to let that worry me. I don't think anybody's going to fuss over it. Could do a little more black there. And I think that's well enough here. Put some Tombow on her. And we'll put a plain piece inside for you to write your message. This would be a good card for just a pick-me-up. Thinking of you. Wishing you were together. And, oh, I thought I pulled out some bling to put on here. Let's see what I did with them. Classic. I can never remember the name of these. All these choices we have, I thought they were called basic. So we're going to put some black. These are called classic matte dots, and they're just a real nice matte finish to them. They come in these variegated colors. Okay, that was pretty quick, wasn't it? Do you like paper piecing? Do you see how it kind of just makes that pop? Now, last night I shared a couple cards on my business page. I'll just share them with you quickly. Make with the ladybug punch. This is the stack, cut, and shuffle technique. And then this one is more stamping on the DSP and on the DSP. So I hope you if you want to go watch on my business page and see how we made those cards, you can do that. But this is our card for today. Paper piecing is always fun. I think Donna was going to teach you that, and if I recall, so this would give you some practice. Thanks for joining me today, Marge, and I will be back Monday on my business page. Talk to you later. Bye.